Sri Prasad to move motion for consideration of the Constitution Amendment Bill.
I move the bill, sir. Deputy Chairman, sir, at the outset,
You please start, you can start.
the outset, I would like to thank the Excellency, the President of India, for approving by introducing this bill to include two ancient language of Karnataka, that is Kodava and Tulu, in the 8th schedule. Sir, Karnataka is the conglomeration of 6 languages. I am proud for having born in Karnataka. Tulu और केरला वाले मालूम होता है. And in Karnataka, sir, it's a conglomeration of 6 languages, where the state language is Kannada, and the other 2 state languages, it is not state languages, which is spoken there, is Kodava, Tulu, and Konkani. And in Hyderabad, Karnataka, people speak Urdu and Telugu. In Bombay, Karnataka, people speak Marathi and Konkani. In southern part of Karnataka, people speak Tamil. It's one of the real cosmopolitan state. And my problem, I am very proud of the languages which are spoken in Karnataka and the country as a whole. Sir, look at my state of affair. My mother tongue is Tulu. I have to learn Tulu, then immediately I have to learn the state language, Kannada. Then I have to learn one of the official language out of 22 official languages. But the importance of the official language, according to the Constitution 351, it is Hindi. It's an official language as far as the Constitution is concerned. So I have to speak Tulu, I have to speak Kannada. A link language I have to speak with Jairam to speak in English. So other languages I have to learn Hindi to speak with our Home Minister. And the sisterly language of Telugu and Tamil. So I am proud to say that I can speak in 6 languages. So I have great pride in this. Hindi, English, Tulu, Kannada and Tamil and Telugu.
And this is high time you should speak.
The problem here, sir, in Karnataka, this Kodava, the population may not be, because I have to speak for Kodava, there are no members from Kodava either in Lok Sabha or in Raj Sabha or even in the assemblies of Karnataka. So I have to speak for them. The Kodava, the language is spoken in, it is called Kodagu. In English it is called Kurg. It's though they have a full of tribal culture, I would say that they are glorified tribals of this nation. It has given the great sons for this nation like General Timaya, Field Marshal Karyappa. These are all the people who were born and brought up in Kurg. And it's one of the most beautiful places on the earth, sir, especially if you go down south, you will feel the beauty of Kurg wherever you go around Karnataka or Mysore. Sir, the Kodava are known as Kodava Takka. This Indian Constitution, the government of Karnataka under Article 29 and 30 of the Indian Constitution should encourage both Tulu and Kodava to have their, encourage their languages because they are having a minority status. They are linguistic minorities. The word minority is so hated in this country because of some political parties have unleashed a kind of hate towards minority that has even taken over, swallowed our minority status also. like Tulu and Kannada. Sir, why I'm speaking here, though the great soldiers, Coorg has given a great soldiers to this nation, like Field Marshal Karyappa and General Timaya, I can name some of them who have been in the army and the forces. At the same time, MP Ganesh, under his captainship, we have won the Hockey Olympic way back in 1972. And we have great athletes also there. They are very good at hockey and athlete. But unfortunately, the population is only 2 lakhs. But their contribution to this country in terms of service in the forces and in terms of the cash crops, there's a huge contribution is there, especially in the cash crops like coffee, cardamom, and orange. These are all the things, and even the ginger. It's grown rampantly in these areas, but unfortunately it is 70 years now. Their language is not being recognized, nor has been included in the 8th schedule. I have to speak for them because none of Coorgis or Kodwa representatives also. And coming to other languages, there are other languages where it's not included in 8th schedule. There are about 16 major languages in this country, sir, which has not been included, such as Angika, Awadhi, Bhojpuri, Bundeli, Chhattisgarhi, Haryanvi, Hindustani, Kanauji, Magadhi, Marwadi, Bhil, Gond, Kodwa and Kutchi and Tulu and Mahi in India. So these 16 languages. Other day also, in this floor of the house, I heard Tiwari ji and my friend from Rajasthan speaking for Rajasthani and Tiwari ji speaking for Bhojpuri to get the due recognition for their languages. Awadhi, yes. And you have to excuse me because I am a Madrasi. To know all these languages, it takes little time.
Not Madrasi.
Madrasi. Sir, the Coorg, though the smallest state, their contribution in the sports, sir, it was earlier Part C state. It had its own chief minister. Punacha was the chief minister of Coorg. And later he was a railway minister, then the governor of Odisha. And there are other sea states, that is Andaman, Nicobar, Delhi, Manipur, Tripura, Himachal, Lakshadweep, and Andaman. Though Manipur, all these places got the status in the 8th schedule, I don't know why these Tulu and Kodwa languages were not included. Sir, if I go through the statistics, the more smaller languages, in the sense the languages which is spoken lesser in this country, they have been included in the 8th schedule, but not the Coorgis and Tuluwas. Sir, if you go back to the history, I have been working in the northern India. Most of the speeches, when they speak on the freedom movement, they talk of 1857, Rani Lakshmi Bai. But let me say, sir, with all pride, Rani Abbaka, who was a Jain, who fought the first battle against the Portuguese way back in 16th century. Nobody remembers her. Because,
Rudramma also.
and Rani Rudramma also in Andhra. There are, Telangana.
Same thing.
There are a lot of freedom fighters who fought before 1857, fought against the Portuguese, fought against the Dutch, Britishers, even the Tipu Sultan. Tipu Sultan, his father was from Coorg, and the Tulu language was patronized by Krishna Devaraya. These are all the history goes back to almost 3,000 year history of these languages, sir. And sir, since I speak Tulu, because I can't take much of the time, I got a lot of details on Coorg, I'll place it on the table later. Sir, as far as the Tulu is concerned, This language is spoken in the coastal areas of Karnataka, especially in Mangalore, Udupi, and beyond Mangalore and Udupi, it's spoken in Kasaragod also in the state of Kerala. Sir, Tulu language, though there is no script for that, the linguists, now they have recognized this language as one of the oldest Dravidian languages. And the recognition which it had to God, it has not got the due recognition from ages. So there are 5 major Dravidian languages in the southern part of the country, sir. Telugu, the second highest language spoken in India. The second Tamil, Kannada and Malayalam. The 5th is Tulu. Out of these 5 languages, 4 languages has got their due in their states and due recognition from the center, but unfortunately the Tulu language has not got the patronage of the state government or of the central government. Though the contribution of the people who speak Tulu at the national level or in terms of even some of the major financial institutions like Canara Bank, Syndicate Bank, Karnataka Bank, Vijaya Bank, Corporation Bank, some of the major banks are also taken birth in these Tulu Nadu, and some of the best educational institutions also have come up in this. As far as Karnataka is concerned, sir, in almost every year in the board exams, these children come first. And if you look at the national level, at the state level, their presence in the administrative services, whether it is a state administrative service or at the national level Indian administrative service, their presence is almost zero. That is because this language has not got the due from the state or the center. That's where I'm requesting the minister to include Tulu and Kodava in the 8th schedule. Sir, Constitution of India is not rigid. After the Constitution was adopted way back in 1950, that so many 22 languages were included in the 8th schedule. The most smaller, rather, the language which is spoken by lesser number of population, they have been included, like Konkani, Sanskrit, because if you take the approximately the Assamese, 13 lakh population, Sindhi, 2 lakh population, Nepali approximately 3 lakh, Konkani 2.5 lakhs, Manipuri almost 14 lakhs, 14 lakhs, Kashmiri 6 lakhs, Sanskrit 50,000, and many of them which have a lesser population, they have been included in the 8th schedule, but not this Tuluva and Kodava. Though Tuluva population is more than 5 lakhs, but they have not been included. The people of this region feel that there is a huge discrimination against these people because the language of Konkani is spoken by the elite of the society. It's been included in the society, whereas the farmers and the laborers and the fishermen in the coastal area, they speak this Tulu language, and in the tribal area of Karnataka, that is Kur, they speak Kodava. So there is a huge discrimination against these languages. Sir, if you go back to, and sir, the Tulu language is one of the most beautiful language. If you go to Tulu Nadu, that is Mangalore and Udupi, the Brahmins speak Tulu, Christians speak Tulu, Muslims speak Tulu, local Kannadigas, they speak Tulu. There is no religion or caste for this language. All the religious people, all the people belongs to different castes, they speak this language. But unfortunately, that has not been recognized by the center. Sir, and this language, not only popular in coastal areas, most of the hoteliers in Bombay, in Chennai, are from this region and they speak Tulu. And the major population of Tulu-speaking people, their presence is felt in even in the Middle East. The people who go abroad to not only earn money and to send the money back to the nation, to their country, you can see these people from Kerala and Mangalore, their numbers are more in Middle East than in any other country, sir. And these are, and culturally, these Tulu drama troupes are very popular in villages and cities of Tulu Nadu, comprising Udupi, Mangalore and Kasaragod district. They are also the popular world over in general and USA and Gulf countries in the particular. Sir, universities in US and Europe has recognized Tulu as an important Indian language. Tulu is among 19 Indian languages on the information bulletin of the Graduate Record Examination, GRE, and the test of English as a foreign language examination which specified code numbers for each of the 133 languages of the world. Article 29 of the Indian Constitution deals with the protection of interests of the minorities. It states that any section of the citizen residing in the territory of India or any part of having a distinct language, script or culture of its own shall have the right to conserve the same. Denial of due recognition to the Tulu language is a violation of the minority rights. Therefore, it has killed the script of Article 29 of the Constitution. The said language is not only a medium of communication, but it also reflects the history, culture, people, relationship, system of governance, ecology, religion, politics, etc. Tulu is a systematic, scientific, culturally and intellectually rich language. So if the government of India sincerely and honestly wants to unite and strengthen the concept of unity in diversity, it should not hesitate to include the Tulu language in the 8th schedule of the Indian Constitution, so that the people in the Tulu Nadu can also be proud of their own language. Our members of parliament can also represent us in a more effective way by addressing our problem and aspirations. In our own mother tongue, more research and development work can be